YouTube, what's going on, guys? Thank you for checking in with the Doghouse TV. Today we're going to be welding up and installing a do-it-yourself front bumper from DIRTBOUND Off-Road. I was originally going to go with a JCR do-it-yourself kit, but they were on back order, and if you guys have been following the channel, you know the deal behind that. The DIRTBOUND Off-Road bumper is pretty much the same design. It comes in pre-cut plates. They're all CNC'd, and they, as you guys can see, you probably can't hear me, but as you guys can see, these little cuts here, this is where it allows you to bend the plate. And on the very front, you guys can see right there, it says like 35, and the one below it says 55. Those are all the angles that you bend this plate to. To make your life a lot easier, you're gonna wanna do a digital angle finder. You can use like an old school protractor or something to find the angle, but this is really easy. It makes my life so much easier. You just turn it on, set it up. Once it comes on, you can just bend it to the angle that you want, and it'll start giving you those degrees. So rough estimate, this is 36.2. You guys probably can't see it. If the vice grips weren't in the way, I'd probably be able to sit it all the way up against it. But I measured this before we started filming, and this was about 34.9, 35 degrees. So this is gonna make my life a lot easier, and this video a lot easier. So without further ado, guys, let's get to grinding down and prepping up this bumper. So I have the bumper laid out pretty much the same way DIRTBOUND has it on their website. It kind of shows you the shape and the angles of the bumper. If you look at pictures and such, it'll kind of give you an idea too. And obviously we've got my Raggedy Cherokee pulled in. I think while I'm messing with this, I might throw my spare header panel on. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this one's got to come off because it's a wreck. So, but now I'm gonna grab all these parts, guys. I'm gonna start grinding them down, the edges, hitting them with the flat wheel, just kind of cleaning them up and making sure that they're ready for welds. With the plates all cleaned up, guys, we're going to move to the second portion of the install, which is the tie-in brackets, guys. These play a huge role for your XJ. Not only do they give you the strength and integrity to mount your bumper, but it also stiffens up your XJ unibody. The unibody is super weak, and I've seen guys use these 3 factory bumper holes, and they've thrown bumpers on it, and they've gone to winch or used their D-rings, and they've just ripped the bumper right off the front. It's the same thing on the passenger side. DIRTBOUND Off-Road provides you hardware. It's laying over there, guys. On the driver's side, you're just going to use the steering box bolts, and I'll hold it up one more time so you guys can see. Just lines up right there. I'm going to get to installing these, and then we'll move on to the next step. You can never work on something and never have it go right. You see my steering box hanging out back there, guys? There's one full-sized bolt, and there's 2 half-size. Oh man, they could never go. There they are, broken inside of my steering box. Well, guys, if you have a Jeep from the Midwest, the North, anything that will corrode your spacer plate to your steering box, it will break the bolts in there, or if the bolts are old, I mean. Well, after I get this stuff done and figure out what I'm going to do about bolts, I'll check in with you guys. Well, at the toll of my shim being broken, I got them off, and I got the remainder of the bolt out. Both of them are out, and my shim is pretty much screwed. What I'm going to be doing to fix that, there's 2 new bolts there. I have some washers here that I welded together, and I know it's a ghetto fab fix, but they're about the same, and I'm at the shop 45 minutes away from home, so I've got to get home tonight, or at least get my Jeep running, so that's going to be my temporary fix for now. My fix is going to get me home. We are bolted up. The tie-in plate is in on the driver's side, and also in on the passenger side. After that little headache, this makes me feel a little bit better. She's all bolted in and secured on this side. Now it's to the fun part. Starting to bend and tack together this bumper. To start off, guys, I'm going to be tacking on the bumper plate mounts. There's one already on here to show you guys, give you guys kind of an example, and the other one's laying over here. I'm going to get those guys thrown on and then check my diagram. Once I check my diagram, I'm going to be grabbing these pieces and starting to figure out all the angles and how I'm going to bend them. Alright guys, so we're going to be bending up the D-ring mounts and also the front of the bumper. I've started on this side. As you guys can see, this is where the D-ring is going to be positioned. This is the front of the bumper. Obviously this is where the fair lead goes for the winch. And this plate here goes on this side. So I'm going to be bending out these angles and showing you guys how to do that. With it positioned in the vise, you're going to want the degree numbers facing the back, and obviously your D-ring hole is going to be on the far side. So if you just want to double check for yourself, see these bends here, you see the bends here, and the D-ring over there. So what you're going to be doing is basically taking this piece of steel here and just bending it down until it's 40 degrees, and then from here to here you're going to bend this one down until it's about 50 degrees. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. Alright guys, so as you can see, the plate is bent a little bit. I've already started pulling on it. It's pretty simple. You just kind of put your weight onto it and it'll pull down. The top one is about the same thing. I use a vice grip, kind of get a little bit of leverage on it. And you guys can see it's starting to take its form here. You'll want to use your cool little angle finder here. I just place it up against the edge, slide it down, and then position it until I find my angle. I'm about at 35 degrees right now, so I'm going to keep bending it just a little bit more. .1 degrees. 42.3. So I'm going to have to push it up just a little bit. There's 39.5 there. 38.5. Go down a little bit more. .39 degrees. 39 degrees. So I'm 1 degree off, guys. I'm going to try to get it notched down just a little bit, and we'll move on to the second part. Alright guys, just like the top one, we're going to be bending this bottom section here. It's pretty much the same thing. We're gonna be pulling down on it until we get about a 50-degree angle. Sorry if I shake the camera a little bit. .2, guys. Pretty dang close. 49, 48. .50 degrees. 50.6 degrees. .50 degrees, right on the money, guys. Just like that. You'll bend it out. It's pretty straightforward. I'll show you guys here. .48.6. 49 there. It's a little difficult to hold this guy straight and hold the camera. Pretty dang close, guys. So I'm going to start fitting it up against this other piece, and we'll be moving forward. Alright guys, there we have it. I've got it tacked in place. Looking pretty good. Slowly but surely, guys. We got one side on, guys. It's just tacked up. Not 100%. I'm working on the other side now. Video's getting pretty lengthy, guys. I don't think I'm going to be doing all of the welding in this video tonight. I think I'm going to tack up the other side and film that for you guys, and then wrap this video up and include a part 2 of me welding and basically getting the bumper pretty much fit for battle, fit for a winch, and fit for off-roading. So I'm gonna throw on this other side, guys, and we'll close out this video. Well, what a surprise. I was not recording when I installed the passenger side of the bumper. I'm a little mad at myself and a little irritated that I didn't get it on film, because it was kind of a big piece of the puzzle and part of the video here. As you guys can see, it's all together, and it's getting late. I'm getting tired. We're coming on 11 o'clock tonight. Like I said, guys, I'm probably going to do a part 2 video of me welding this entire thing up and making sure that it's you know, pretty much good and golden. So with that being said, guys, this is the do-it-yourself bumper from DIRTBOUND Off-Road. It's the Manta style. It's a pretty awesome bumper. It went together pretty smoothly. I had a couple bumps in the road, but other than that, guys, it's going good. So I'll check in with you guys with part 2. I'm going to finish up welding these tacks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So dope, so prime, metaphorical lines every time I rhyme, just to make you feel happiness inside. We just believe and dream, gotta work pristine, gotta hit the scene, maybe